Hello and welcome to A Wood a Panther.
Side quest.
I'm Thick Jim.
I'm Smokey D.
If we had like cricket chirping noises, it'd be good to put them in here now.
Okay, I could put those in there.
Okay. So I guess the first question is, where's Kirk?
Well, we're not entirely sure.
Well, no, we are. Kirk's just very, very busy at the moment. He's literally swamped. It's honestly crazy, and we know from a podcast point of view that we've not really put much content out. We started recording season 3. Kirk's just totally swamped. So we thought we'd invent this new kind of show called Side Quest, where we don't necessarily need all three of us. It's not really a Wood a Panther episode, but it gets you, our loyal listeners, some content. I think you have to be prepared for this. There is no Kirk, and Kirk does
Everything.
Everything.
All the editing. Yours truly, Smokey D, will be doing the editing of this after. So if it is really terrible, that is why.
It's also gorilla as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Currently, I'm not even going to try and explain how we're recording this, but we have one microphone between the two of us.
And I have the microphone. I'm going to explain it because it's funny as hell. James is currently talking through his headphones, but not in the way you'd think. He's got one of the actual earpieces up to his mouth and is speaking into it, and for some reason that's working. So
yeah, we're not sound engineers by any stretch of the imagination. So if somebody wants to explain to us how this is working, we'd love to know.
Well, when Kirk emerges, we'll get him to explain it, and it'll be fine.
Actually, we've done a few tests, and we found that the audio quality is not too bad. So we thought we'd just go with this.
Yeah.
It, like I say, it's gorilla as fuck. Like this, the Viet Cong podcasts would be more would be more suitable than this, but. Dan's going to try editing. I'm talking through a microphone. Not through a microphone, sorry. I'm talking through a pair of headphones.
Everything's a microphone if it's picking it up. So.
Everything's a dildo if you're brave enough.
Oh, great.
So we wanted to kind of treat this as an opportunity to get some content out while we're working on Season 3, given that there's a load of stuff going on, and we're just struggling to find time at the minute. And we thought we'd treat this as a bit of a quasi Christmas special as well.
Yeah.
So this is Wood a Panther Side Quest 1 Grimace.
Grimace.
We haven't come up with a title yet. We'll get a title. There will be a title by the time you've done it. But
yeah.
So Kirk, when you listen to this, sorry in advance, dude.
Oh no. If he ever listens to it, he's too busy.
Kirk is going to have a fucking aneurysm when he hears this,
yeah,
I promise you. The audio file in Kirk is just going to curl up and cry, but we love you really, dude. So, we've got a lot of dead air as I'm searching for my question, which Dan's going to cut out.
Where do you want to start? Do you want to... Because we have like one main thing planned. You can kind of pop that in the middle if you like.
Yeah, so... I guess it's been since August was when we released the season 2 finale. No, August was when we released the episode with Sam. Or was it September with Sam?
I think it was I messaged him when it came out.
Yeah, so we're talking summertime. Summertime.
August, September time.
Yeah, which was a brilliant episode, and it was great to have Sam with us, and it was great to see the support that we got from that episode. It's our most shared episode ever, and our most popular episode, I believe, or our second most popular at least. So it's really, really cool to see that, and we're super happy with the results of that. But season 3's cooking. We've recorded 4 episodes of season 3, which is, I think, is some of the funniest work we've done yet.
Oh, I'm so sad that it's delayed because I really want to listen to them back. Half of the stuff I genuinely cannot remember.
I'm at the point where I can't remember either.
All I remember is us just laughing,
we were crying at Kirk.
Something about an egg. Spoiler alert! Something about an egg, but that's all I got. I just remember it being the funniest thing.
So, yeah, it's like we know that you guys are desperate, and we were hoping that this side quest thing can evolve into a bit of a it doesn't have to be all three of us. It doesn't have to fit the main format of the show, but we can give you guys a bit of extra content. So,
Yeah.
if Dan's not about, then me and Kirk could do one. If I'm not about, then Kirk and Dan could do one. And if Kirk's disappeared into the fires of Mount Doom like he has at the minute, then me and Dan can do one.
Yeah.
So,
Which somehow I feel like it's gonna be us mostly.
Kirk's just very busy at the minute, and we do miss him dearly.
Yeah.
And I have.
We were concerned about his life.
Yeah, there was last week I had to text Amelia because I was like, I haven't heard from him in a month. I'm very concerned he might be dead. And to be fair, when his brain explodes from hearing this,
He might be.
we've probably murdered him. Anyway, so as it's a quasi-Christmas special, we thought we'd talk Christmas. So we're just gonna shoot the shit, and we got a couple of points to discuss. So do you want to go first, Dan?
Sure. We use the term points and topics loosely.
Yeah,
Because it's just like stuff to talk about. And
it's just two white dudes having an opinion, which is really unique on the internet.
it might be so. Christmas is a time for movies, and I just when you think of Christmas, you think of movies, you think of treats, you think of presents. Maybe you think about your family. I don't know. And me and Lauren were having a conversation the other day about because she randomly said, "Oh, we need to watch some Christmas movie. It's getting Christmas. We have to watch a Christmas movie every night." And I was like, "Absolutely not. We're not watching a Christmas movie every night because there are only 4 good Christmas movies."
Okay.
And this is where it can get controversial because my opinion is always correct about this kind of thing. So we came up with 5. I think it was 5. It might have just been 4, but I remember disagreeing with Lauren's choice, but I had to at least let her have one.
Can I pause for a second?
What?
I really feel like you're about to ask the exact opposite thing that I'd planned to ask.
Oh, well,
So
it'll be a good segue then. What? So yeah, I've got 4 or 5, if I can remember if there was a 5th one, that are actually the only acceptable Christmas movies to watch or watch at Christmas.
Right.
I'm not including Harry Potter. I know that can be a...
Harry Potter has Christmassy vibes.
Yeah, and it's often like
So clearly,
associated with watching it at Christmas because it's just a thing that happens.
Yeah.
Um,
because transphobes come out at Christmas, yeah.
yeah.
Clearly, Die Hard is number 1 on your list, right?
I have not watched Die Hard still, so it's also not a Christmas movie. We
No, Christmas isn't a Die Hard movie.
we established that Christmas and Die Hard have nothing to do with each other on our last Christmas special.
We are sober for this one, by the way.
Yeah, we are. I'm a little bit hungover, but
Sober enough to drive
sober enough to drive.
to your house twice.
Yeah, we'll forget about that. Yeah, Christmas movies that are good and actually worth watching. Home Alone.
Yep, agreed.
By extension, Home Alone 2 if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Except Home Alone 2 is ruined by the fact Donald Trump's in it.
Yeah, it's not explicitly like one of the options, but it's
Yep.
by default. The same with the next one, which is Gremlins.
Yeah, okay.
By extension, Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
But it's mainly the first ones. My brain's gone blank. What was the other one? Lauren said Polar Express, which is the one I disagree with. Because A, I haven't seen it, and B, I don't want to.
I think it's if you grew up with it, it's phenomenal cinema as a it definitely gives you nostalgia vibes.
Yeah.
For me, I think I was a little bit too old for it when it came out,
Yeah.
and then I never saw the appeal of it. But I know that some people are like obsessed with it.
Yeah.
It's also probably quite rare in the grand scheme of Christmas movies, and I'm going to make an assumption for the rest of your list, which is it's animated.
One of them. No, none of them are animated.
Polar Express is, though.
Apart from Polar Express.
So that's a bit of a unique thing there.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of Christmas movies, because if it's not puppets and weirdos,
Yeah.
is it a Christmas movie?
Well, the other two were Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I don't know if I think it's good.
It's
as
iconic.
Such. It's
iconic,
It's
but it
got
doesn't have to be good.
It's got a special place.
Yeah.
And the other one is Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Yeah.
You can make an argument for Love Actually, but
Love Actually is just very problematic.
It's just all kinds of weird.
Honestly, Love Actually is one of those things that I really, really struggle with.
I've watched it fully once, and then I've watched it in bits every Christmas.
Yeah, and I'm just every time I see it on the telly, I just go, nope.
Well, my parents watch it religiously at Christmas, so it was when they watched it that I happened to see bits of it.
Yeah. Now, Muppets: A Christmas Carol, I would say is a very good one, but
then yeah, you can't name another good Christmas movie.
Home Alone 2, yeah. I mean, Die Hard.
It's not a Christmas movie. We've established this.
I'm trying to think because
It may be a good movie, but it's not a good Christmas movie.
I think you're right. I think it's very difficult to Christmas movies seemed massive in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Like every Christmas movie, I can think of millions of them, but they're all like Hallmark movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, my name's Sandra Christmas, and I'm moving to a small town that's like full of people who love Christmas, but I'm a hard-working New York business lady who doesn't celebrate Christmas and doesn't have a family.
And then Christmas spirit by the end.
Yeah, and then I fall in love with Mr.
Christmas.
Mr. Turkey, who also loves Christmas. But and then all of a sudden it cuts to me quitting my job and moving to the small town and living with Mr. Christmas. Santa Claus, the one with Tim Allen. Is it Tim Allen?
No. I mean, it might be Tim Allen. It probably is Tim Allen, but also not a good film. The Snowman is not a good film. It's iconic and whatnot, but
as in like we're walking in
it's just dribble in it.
Yeah. Once again, animated.
Yeah. I don't have a thing against animated films, by the way. I don't want this to be a
Bad Santa. Your problem is you just don't like Christmas comedies, right?
Yeah. Elf is
Elf
unbearable.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
cannot stand it.
I feel like Elf is overkill.
It's overrated and just like.
Ooh.
I don't know if I've mentioned it on the podcast before. I just don't like Will Ferrell.
Do you call it a Christmas movie? Nightmare Before Christmas? Because Nightmare Before Christmas I really like, but that's because I was an emo, so my personality resorted around like.
I guess yeah. Okay.
Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie?
Okay, both.
Yeah. So I feel like Nightmare Before Christmas.
We've got another one, 6. I'll allow that onto the list. That can take the Polar Express's place.
I feel like I'd love to see a Christmas horror.
Krampus. That's garbage.
Yeah. They're like a real Christmas horror. Like, I want like The Purge, but it's Santa.
Right. Brilliant.
Like, if you've been naughty or nice, and if you've been naughty, then Santa comes down and he's like, it's
shotgun. Little Billy's brain's getting blown out.
Here you go, look. Christmas with the Cranks. Holiday.
It doesn't count, but the Guardians Christmas special was good, but that's not a film, that's a short.
Single All the Way. Office Christmas Party.
Yeah, all these just become nothing films.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Who the fuck decided Edward Scissorhands was a Christmas film? I'm literally Googled popular Christmas films. Eyes Wide Shut. Isn't that a sex though?
I don't know.
Gremlins. Surviving Christmas with the Relatives.
So what was your question if it was the opposite of mine?
Well, no, I think we need to talk about this a little.
No. We're into the dregs now.
Okay, so
we need to get out.
So what you're saying is I've only been able to add Nightmare Before Christmas into this list.
There's no way anything more you find.
Okay.
Unless you count Mean Girls, there's a Christmas scene in that.
Yeah.
That's not a Christmas movie though.
No, that actually this was my question. My question was, there's like, ironically, I was going to be like, oh, there's loads of Christmas movies. There's loads of terrible Christmas movies. I'll quantify that as. There's loads of Christmas movies, but there's very few, or not very few. There's lots of movies as well that I find are not Christmas movies, in inverted commas,
Yeah.
that people watch at Christmas. So, like, obviously, the Harry Potter series is a big one, and I think that's because you've got the big Harry Potter, like, Christmas scenes, especially in the early ones.
Yeah.
When you get to, like, Half-Blood Prince, you start caring less about, oh, look, it's Christmas, pumpkin pasties, and you're more like, when the fuck is Voldemort gonna die?
Yeah.
But,
It's too miserable for Christmas.
like, Harry's, like, literally beating the shit out of Ron because
Yeah.
they've fallen out over the fact that Ron's dad's tried to fucking ban them from Quidditch or some shit, and then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, but Merry Christmas, Harry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not going down that road, but, like, obviously Die Hard, like, is one of those ones where it's a constant debate as to whether it's a Christmas film, but I see it as, like, it's perfectly acceptable to watch at Christmas. It's set at Christmas.
Yeah.
Like, whether or not you consider it a, like, dashing through the snow.
But then, if you have that argument, there's another film that no one really ever goes, oh yeah, that's a Christmas movie, but it's set at Christmas. No one really watches it at Christmas. Iron Man 3.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. So Iron Man 3 is exactly the point I'm trying to get. What's the non-Christmas Christmas movies? Like Iron Man 3? I see. I always feel like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are also films to watch around Christmas. And I don't think that's because they're Christmassy. I think it's because you've actually got the time off work. You can kind of sit.
Yeah.
Like, the weather's crap. You want to sit in and watch, like, cuddle up by the sofa and watch something. So you've got, like, a big, epic set of films to watch.
Yeah.
And I think that really makes a difference. What else? I think, Nightmare Before Christmas was kind of one of those ones where I thought it would be either way. Like, some people are adamant it's not a Christmas film. Some people are like, it's a fucking Christmas film, deal with it, you slag.
Yeah.
I feel like there's, like, plenty of things that you can watch, like Mean Girls.
Mean Girls
has that Christmas scene. There's lots of things that have a little Christmas scene here and there that means you can kind of get away with it at Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, according to Google, Eyes Wide Shut.
Well, it depends on, because some films are like, it's set, some are set over like a short period of time and some are set over a longer period of time. So Christmas happens to fall in
I feel like
to that kind of... The Hawkeye series is set at Christmas.
Yeah.
Because they go to the Rockefeller Center and the ice rink and the big trees there.
I feel like... Oh, what was it? I can't remember what I was going to say now. It was... I feel like the stereotypical family comedies as well are okay at Christmas, like Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like sitting around watching Cheaper by the Dozen or those kind of films are good for Christmas as well, even though they're not Christmas films.
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
Is there a Christmas scene in Dodgeball?
I don't think so.
But yeah, I get what you mean. It's
Just a
like
light-hearted.
easy to watch.
Yeah, like a light-hearted.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's a comedy film, you could probably watch it at Christmas.
Yeah.
Does the OG Spider-Mans have a
I was
Christmas
literally just thinking about that. Like, is there a Christmas scene?
I feel like there's a
There's
Christmas...
definitely a Thanksgiving scene.
Yeah, there's definitely a Thanksgiving scene, because that's when Norman's like, your little girlfriend. Who do you reckon be better as Green Goblin? Will Ferrell or Willem Dafoe?
Obviously, Willem Dafoe. Like, he won.
Holes. Love Holes. Oh, do you know what definitely has a Christmas scene and is a brilliant film? Airplane.
Airplane.
Airplane is basically...
Well, that's another one. Like, all the scary movies.
Scary movies.
All the kind of B-movie
parody
garbage.
What happened to parody movies, man?
They're all too offensive.
Yeah. No, like Airplane.
Airplane,
I think is definitely one.
There's bound to be a James Bond that has a Christmas in it, right?
Yeah, there's bound. Well, there's Die Another Day. Is it Die Another Day where he drives around the ice palace?
Yeah.
So that's kind of Christmassy. I know it's Iceland, but
yeah. If it's got snow, it's Christmas.
What about what was it? Like the proper cringy old comedy, like good ones like Zoolander.
Zoolander, yeah.
I feel like Zoolander has a Christmas scene in it at some point. Ooh. No, I'm just trying to think of any others. What the fuck is an American pickle? We're the Millers. I've watched that at Christmas
We're
before.
the Millers, yeah.
Do you like We're the Millers?
That's the one with screensaver. What's his name? Is it Will Poulter and
Yeah, Will Poulter, isn't it? And Emma
Roberts?
Is it Emma Roberts? Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
And that other guy.
Yeah, the main guy who we can't remember.
Who's Ted Lasso, isn't he?
Yeah,
that
he
one.
is. Yeah, he is Ted Lasso.
Don't know his name.
What about the Kingsman films?
Yeah.
I feel like they're Christmassy to an extent. I feel like you could sit and watch those at Christmas.
Yeah.
Grand Budapest Hotel. If you're into that.
I'm not into that.
Hunger Games.
Not into that.
What about the OG live action Scooby Doo's?
I could see you watching them at Christmas.
Good.
So, technical difficulties. We're just no longer following us.
I know, we are. It's cool.
Yeah, we just stopped following it. It was
No,
still
that's fine.
going.
I was just hoping we hadn't stopped recording. Ow! As you can see, this is gorilla as fuck.
Yeah. All the little bings and bangs are getting kept in as well.
This is almost like a Wood of Panther behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like you're hearing all the bits where we're like,
raw, uncut.
Yeah. In Bruges is definitely a Christmas film.
Oh, that one I fell asleep to.
Yeah.
And dribbled on Cara.
Yeah. In Bruges, right? In Bruges is one of my favourite films of all time. I love it, and it is definitely a Christmas film because it's literally set at Christmas in Bruges.
Mm.
It's a dark comedy. I'm watching that at Christmas now. Are you feeling pretty Christmassy at this point?
No, Christmas for me doesn't start until the 20th.
Is that 'cause the day after your birthday?
Yeah.
I very much I very much had a similar thing when I grew up because my dad's birthday's the 13th.
Mm.
So my dad was always like, Christmas decks can't go up till the 14th.
Yeah.
And it always meant that I feel like Christmas is 2 weeks, not a month.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else is like, everyone else is like Halloween's over Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm not about that life.
Well, we've put our Christmas tree up already. We put it up on the 1st of December because Lauren's been asking since September.
Well, we're not putting a Christmas tree up this year because I'm spending my Christmas break decorating.
Oh yeah, you are, aren't you?
So I've also
Christmas decorating.
Do you trust the dog with the Christmas tree?
No.
Exactly.
We saw a thing on TikTok how to stop your cats climbing the tree. Is when you get the tree out before you put it up, you just chase them around the house with it, so they're scared of it. It works. They haven't climbed the tree.
I mean,
they've tapped the baubles at the bottom a little bit, but other than that, they've just not cared.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, is it? Really?
Make like the Hoover, make them scared of it.
Yeah, I mean,
leave it
we've
alone.
just bought the carpet cleaner, and the dog's immediately as scared of that as he is the Hoover.
It looks like a Hoover, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it still goes "Rah!" to him. Because we're crate training him at the minute, it's actually brilliant because he just goes and hides in his crate. And then he's like, you can't get me in here, vacuum.
Maybe I should chase Jellybean around with the bin because she keeps climbing in it.
Yeah.
Slamming the lid over. Put it on a Roomba.
Brilliant.
What's this bin going around?
So, so I think we've discussed now Christmas movies, and we've established there are only 6 true
/5.
6 true Christmas movies, but there are lots of movies that you can
substitute all the other garbage Christmas movies with.
Yeah. So, I guess Would a Panther advice: stay away from the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
And just watch Spider-Man.
Just watch whatever you want. And call it Christmas.
Yeah, watch the Spider-Man trilogy. Celeste and I have been watching all of the Spider-Mans in order.
Yeah.
We've now just got to watch No Way Home.
Yeah.
And the Spider-Verse ones, which are obviously the best.
Yeah.
But the problem is because she hasn't watched any of the MCU, I'm having to give her like a 20-minute debrief at the
Yeah.
start of every film now,
Yeah.
which is hard work. But
Have you seen No Way Home?
no,
You
it's,
haven't seen it, so it's
no.
new for you.
it's new for me. But I
Okay.
know
Spoilers.
the spoiler. But yeah, so we'll probably be Spider-Man filming this Christmas a fair bit. Do you know what else, right? I know we're talking animated films that I feel are Christmas films. Sounds weird because I don't remember it actually having a Christmas scene, but I do remember it being on at Christmas a lot. The Tom and Jerry movie.
I don't remember that being on a lot.
I always remember for some reason it was on at Christmas. I don't know if it's because it has like a...
Does Frozen count as a...
Ooh,
Sorry, that's...
ooh,
Take a
Frozen.
tangent there.
Frozen. Now.
Is it even set? Is it even set at Christmas? It's definitely set at winter
Well, it's perma winter, isn't
because
it?
she makes it winter. Yeah,
Like, but that doesn't mean she makes it Christmas.
yeah.
Like, it could be August.
I think it's if it's got snow in it, it's Christmas.
Yeah, 100%.
That's how it works.
I just don't think there's anybody actively watching Frozen anymore because I feel like kids have killed it for everyone.
Yeah,
Like,
it was never that good anyway.
Yeah, but how many toddlers have you heard sing "Let It Go"?
Yeah. It's mad because Moana's way better. That should have been the one that got all the hype.
Yeah, but Moana's not got white people in it.
That's true.
So Disney still a little bit racist.
No,
No?
it's just the audience.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, a bit of both.
Probably.
Anyway,
So,
moving on from movies, I think.
yeah, let's get on to the big question, because this was
Oh.
a topic of debate with our friends that kind of, we were like, we need to settle this on a podcast
Yeah.
definitively. Christmas chocolates,
Treats.
treats.
I hope we've interpreted this the same way.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. So the conversation that was brought up amongst friends was not selection boxes. What are they called? Chocolate assortment,
Assorted. Yeah.
like the tins.
Yeah.
The chocolate tins.
Yeah.
So celebrations,
Quality
heroes, Quality Street,
Roses.
which I think we established pretty quickly what the order of trash is on that. There's some debate, but
Yeah.
we put it this way: we know that like Cadbury's is better than
Yeah.
anything else, so Cadbury's is always going to come out on top,
Yeah.
and Quality Street
Bomb.
is just hot garbage
Yeah.
because it's just basically toffee pennies
Yeah.
that try and rip your jaw in
Bring
half.
it down.
So we kind of said to each other, should we bring out our top 5-ish Christmas treats?
Yeah.
We were going to do like a full-on tier list, but
Yeah. Well, eventually, we'll get every selection box and mark each individual item
yeah,
and find the definitive worst one, the toffee penny, and the definitive best one, funny enough, also from Quality Street, which is the purple one.
yeah,
And then everything in between will be and then rank by points, and whichever box has the most points is the best box collectively.
yeah.
But that'll take some planning and lots of chocolate eating and testing.
Oh no, what a shame. Right.
Maybe we'll get Kirk in on that one as well when he's
Yeah.
back.
Okay, so do you want to throw out, like, should we go from 5
Yeah,
up to 1?
we'll start at 5 and compare. So let me get my list. Make sure I'm. So this is gonna.
So do you want to quantify what we consider a treat?
Yeah, well, for me, what I've done is anything that's sweet and you yourself associate with Christmas.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, like, you might associate something that I don't associate with Christmas and so
Yeah.
on, so that can be a thing. But anything sweet that you associate, or that you class as a treat
Yeah.
at Christmas.
Yeah, and it's stuff like it might be available all year round, but it feels special at Christmas.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So, number 5.
Okay.
I feel like this gives a clue into where my argument will go with the selection boxes, but it is roses.
Okay.
Roses is my number 5.
My number 5, like I appreciate roses. I feel like roses are very good in the scale of
Yeah.
treat, like that kind of thing. So, if that's your only assortment tin,
Yeah. It is my favourite box.
then yeah, I can't disagree with that. But I feel like extra special at Christmas is Ferrero Rocher.
Nice.
So number 5 for me is Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher, nice. I like it. Number 4.
Yeah.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is the like assorted multi-pack thing of Lindt truffles.
Oh yeah. What
So
like is it the Lindor?
Yeah, Lindor, the
Lindor,
balls,
yeah.
and all the different flavours.
I got a box then for my work Secret Santa from my work Secret Santa.
Nice.
So I was very pleased with that.
Yeah.
My number 4 is the chocolate that you get in advent calendars.
Chocolate. Why does chocolate that you get in advent calendars?
It's the cheapest,
Nastiest.
trashiest chocolate, but you're like every day you're like, it's banging.
It tastes better, doesn't it? It does taste
It's different. Yeah.
It's not so. It doesn't taste quite as good when you get the Lego calendars. They're a bit crunchy.
Yeah. Just you pay your £1 or whatever it is, £2, and you get your cheap trash chocolate.
Yeah.
Number 3, I've gone for a Yule log / chocolate log.
Ooh.
I do like me a chocolate log.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. Mine was going to be the Cadbury's Santa selection box. So you know the one where you get like the curly whirly, fudge, dairy milk.
Yeah.
Like
I thought about that one, and I thought I can't put it above any of the rest, but that's a good pick. Number 2.
My number 2 is going to be a bit weird, I think. It's the mint Matchmakers.
Oh, I forgot about them. Oh,
it has to be mint.
Oh,
Christmas is mint.
Matchmakers. Oh. I don't know if I can put them above roses. Oh.
Are you about to shift everything up?
I don't know if I'm ready to just be like, advent calendar can go, and I'll swap out Matchmakers for advent calendar.
I think the thing is to remember with advent calendars is there's such a variety, isn't there? You can get the really cheap shit ones. Like, do you remember you'd get, like when we were kids, you used to get like a Star Wars Episode 2 one because that film had been out this year.
Yeah.
Like, and nowadays you get much better ones, don't you? Like you can get the Reese's ones with the mini peanut butter cups, or you can get like the
Yeah, but I'm talking the basic.
Yeah,
the generic. Oh,
the ones where clearly somebody just poured chocolate into a plastic tray.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, I think you're onto one there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Matchmakers. Oh,
unreal. My number 2 is Lindor. The Lindt, particularly the hazelnut ones or the dark chocolate ones.
The dark chocolate ones are my favourite.
Incredible.
Oh, I love them.
But yeah, they're my number 2. Love them.
Okay, so what's your number 1?
Number 1 is Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, okay.
I love Ferrero Rocher.
My number 1, and I've been saving it, and there's a slash in there.
Yeah.
In that, there's one I prefer out of them.
Yeah.
But they're all the same. The Lindt chocolate reindeer snowman Santa.
Oh yeah, I had that briefly on my list and then I took it off.
That's like for me unwrapping that foil, and the reindeer is the one.
Yeah,
like the Santa and the snowman are the same thing, just in a different shape.
Yeah.
And they're actually the same thing, just in different foil, I'm sure.
Yeah.
As to each other, but the reindeer is slightly different shape, isn't it? And that's just the rabbit.
Mm.
But from Easter, my lord, and there's something special about unwrapping one of those reindeers at Christmas. The gold foil, the little bell round the neck. Oh.
And then you just crack its head in.
Yeah. You just go.
I found the best way to do it is if you grab the face with like the underside of your thumb, like there, and just press in on the eye. It just pops in. It just pops in perfectly, and you can just chip away, rather than it cracking and crumbling everywhere. Yeah. Right in the eye.
Yeah, that's like
gentle squeeze.
Like to go to a different holiday, Easter. Like everyone always has like their own specific way of opening an Easter egg, don't they? Whereas mine's like a pinch at the top.
Mine smack it across my head.
I like to just crunch it at the top, and then it kind of caves in on itself.
Easter eggs are mad as well. I know it's a Christmas special, right? But Easter eggs are mad because it's this, like you go and you buy like let's say a Galaxy Easter egg, and it's less chocolate and more expensive than just buying a bar of Galaxy, but for some reason you do it anyway.
Well, it's all right when you get the ones that also include the chocolate bars. Isn't
Yeah, I suppose, but even still, it's like you could probably still buy just like the bigger bar and then the 2 little bars, and it'd still be cheaper.
Like, there's some absolutely banging. Like, we've totally gone on to Easter now. Some absolutely banging Easter eggs. We've seen the ones where it's like, I can't even think of the company because they're not like a regular chocolate company. But they'll be like, it'll be an Easter egg, and then it'll have like fudge bits and Smarties. And stuff set
like the
into
special
the egg, like, and it looks like the egg's cracked.
Yeah,
In the middle. Like those, beautiful.
I had it was from Aldi. There was, I don't know if it was just Aldi brand or whatever, but there was like a proper dark chocolate, like the darkest of chocolate. Oh, it was so good. It was one that you could only eat a tiny bit at a time.
I've got some little 70% cocoa dark chocolate bars in the cupboard.
Incredible.
Love them. They're from Aldi.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we've established our list. Do we put together an official Woulda Panther list out of our 2 lists?
Yeah.
So, let's look at the ones that the ones that we both shared were Lindt,
A Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher. Now,
Let's say Matchmaker as well.
okay. Now, you said Ferrero Rocher was your top.
Yeah.
I said it was my lowest out of those. So does that mean it automatically goes to 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ferrero Rocher is 3.
But your Lindor was 4, right?
Yeah.
And mine was 2. So that makes that number 3.
Okay.
So we'll leave those 2 at 3
Yeah.
and see.
So we're basically balancing ourselves out.
Yeah.
And then Matchmakers, where would you work? Like, 'cause mine were number 3, right?
I'd say mine are 4.
So let's put them as 4
Yeah.
because they're kind of we're not in a midpoint.
Yeah. And then you got the Lindt. So I agree. What have we got?
Lindt rabbits or Lindt reindeers,
Yeah.
etc.
Yule log, chocolate log.
Yule log, chocolate log.
I've got roses, but I feel like that's knocked off because that's my bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
So because obviously Yule log's better for me.
Yeah.
When
you're talking Yule log, you're talking about a proper one that you slice up and down with cream.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
As opposed to the little ones that Cadbury's do.
Yeah, no.
Because Cadbury's do Yule logs, but they're like mini rolls
proper,
filled with chocolate.
Proper one with like the powder.
After Christmas dinner job. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Advent chocolate as well.
Advent chocolate, okay. I feel like Advent chocolate is a bit like there's too much variety, if you know what I mean.
I think the Lindt bunny reindeer needs to go 2 or 1.
Okay.
Because I also agree with that. Right. How are you with Yule logs? Do you like it? Are you a fan?
Yule logs, for me, a nice Yule log can't be beat. A cheap Yule log, I'd rather have something else.
All right. What was your other ones?
The Matchmakers, the Ferrero Rocher, the Lindt Bunny, the Lindor, and the selection, the Cadbury Santa selection. Now, I'm happy to knock the Cadbury Santa selection.
Yeah, that's got to go. So, Yule log number 5.
Yeah.
Then we said Matchmakers number 4.
Yeah.
And then Ferrero Rocher, Lindor 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Interchangeable.
I would say Lindor 3, Ferrero Rocher 2, because we got Lindt at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solved.
Yeah. So, there you go. That is the definitive Christmas treat list.
Yeah.
If you are looking for something, get yourself a Lindt reindeer.
Some kind of Lindt, basically.
Lindt reindeer. Have you seen that? Speaking of Ferrero Rocher, though, I feel like they're slightly less special because they're easier. They're like easier to find all year round.
Yeah.
But have you seen?
I also feel like Lindor are as well.
Yes, but I find that it's harder to find the variety pack all year round. It's like you can get the milk chocolate ones all year round.
Yeah.
But unless you go to a specific Lindor shop, you'll struggle to get the variety pack all year. Should we have included Toblerone?
Nah.
I
thought about Toblerone when I was making the list.
It doesn't feel Christmassy, does it?
It doesn't feel Christmassy enough.
Yeah.
It feels like airport.
Yes.
Airport food.
I'm going to Spain. I'm
getting a Toblerone. That or one of them Milka bars.
Yeah. They used to be, right, Milka bars were like European special, yeah? Then they came here and they were everywhere and they had all sorts of weird flavours. Where the fuck are they now?
I don't know, but they are really good.
Oh, 100%. They're beautiful.
I bought one on the way back from last time I went to Spain, I was in the airport. It was like €7 for a bar, and I was like, I can't not. It was massive.
Okay.
It was a proper big one, and I sat in the airport and just ate the whole thing. I was only there for like 3 hours.
Speaking of Ferrero Rocher, though, to go back to my point, have you seen that they do Ferrero Rocher bars now?
No.
So they sell them at the corner shop round by me. You can do a milk chocolate one or a white chocolate one, and they're like
Oh no, I have seen
they're
them.
like
yeah.
half a Ferrero Rocher
Yeah.
set into a bar of chocolate.
Yeah.
Like
Not the
each
same.
one no, not the same. I feel like if it doesn't come wrapped in foil,
Have you had the giant one?
yes.
I know it's not got like the
No, it's
stuff inside. It's got just Ferrero Rochers in it, but
yeah, it's
still very good.
It's impressive. It's like it feels like almost it just makes it Christmassy if it's covered in foil or takes extra effort,
especially
to,
gold foil or silver
Yeah.
foil.
or just takes extra effort to get into.
Yeah.
It's like have you ever had toffee?
Toffee. I haven't had. They're the little button thing.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
What do you think to those?
Yeah.
See, I don't mind them. Like occasionally, I'll get I'll see them in like a B&M or something, and it'd be like £1 for a box of toffee. And I'll be like,
Don't mind if I do.
But, so I think we've definitively sorted out
Yeah.
chocolates for Christmas. Do you want to give the public, the world, your definitive Smokey D's Christmas chocolate box tier list?
Now what as a sort of like.
Yeah, I think you can do it. I think if we go via the big ones,
The big four.
the big four, I think because I'm fairly aligned to yours.
Yeah, it's hard. Like I say, it's hard because Quality Street has the best and the worst chocolate in it.
Have you seen now you can get the big purple one as a chocolate bar?
Yeah.
And the big green one as a chocolate
I like the talking to this with my work colleagues. Talking about this with my work colleagues. You can go into like John Lewis and you've got like the towers and you can make your own box. So you can just leave out all the trash ones and just fill it with purple ones.
Yeah.
Or just they do like the purple one box.
They do lots of stores do similar things, don't they? With like heroes and shit. And do you know what's really weird with that? M&M World does it.
Yeah.
But M&M World does it with like colours. So like you can just have a box
But
full
all
of
the
fucking
same.
blue M&Ms if you were like, what the fuck is the point in that?
Yeah.
I could understand if it was like, oh, I want a mix of like crispy, peanut, and regular. Like, but why do I just want exclusively blue? But they also do ones where you can put your initials on them.
You get all but the brown ones. Racism.
But the brown M&M's sexy as fuck. Have you not seen the brown M&M?
The glasses, no?
I thought the green one was the glasses one.
I don't know.
Oh mate, I'm sure the brown M&M's the one who's like a fucking
I thought it was
part-time dominatrix.
I thought it was the other way around.
Right. Okay. So this is a question to the audience. Write in and tell us who is the sexiest M&M. If you had to spend a weekend alone with one M&M. Yeah, go on then. You give us your definitive characters while I Google which is the sexy M&M.
Characters, you mean
No,
chocolates?
chocolates.
So yeah, like I say, it's difficult because the chocolates deserve their own individual ranking. But by box, by average best, Roses is my favourite. Heroes is second, then Celebrations, then Quality Street. Purely because Roses, although it doesn't have the best chocolate in it or the worst, it's the only box that I actually like everything in it.
Like, there's nothing that you'll actively
There's-
get.
I will eat the whole box.
Roses has coconut ones though, doesn't it?
No,
Oh, does it not?
it does not.
I thought it used to have a big chunky coconut fucker, and I don't like coconut.
No, the Bounty and Celebrations.
Yeah, that's-
Quality Street has a coconut one.
Because that's what. For
Well,
me,
I like Bounty. Bounty's actually high up on my list. The thing is, Bounty's high up on my list of Celebrations. It's maybe not full, but on Celebrations it's quite high up. But the coconut one in Quality Street is garbage.
Yeah, the coconut. I think that's the one I'm getting confused with.
It's the dark blue one in
and
Quality
it's
Street.
literally just a solid brick of coconut shavings wrapped in
Like,
the
it's-
thinnest layer of
The
chocolate.
thing is, I like coconut ice, which is just a block of coconut, like sugary coconut. And I like that. For some reason, which is basically just Bounty without the chocolate.
Yeah.
For some reason, Quality Street has done it wrong. I don't know what they've done to it, but it's just not nice.
Yeah, I mean, here's a question: do the dick veins on the chocolate make it taste better?
Yeah.
Because I feel like the difference between the Bounty one and the Quality Street one is the dick vein.
No, I think it's the quality of the coconut.
Okay.
The actual inside. Because dark chocolate Bounty is incredible. Like
Yes.
you get the dark big.
The red packet one.
Phew.
Yeah, no, I don't like coconut, but for some reason I do like that one.
It's just dark chocolate and coconut.
Yeah.
They're meant to be together.
So carry on with your tier list. Sorry.
What was I saying?
You've done Quality Street.
Quality Street's the bottom.
Then Celebrations, was it?
Celebrations.
Then Roses.
Then no, Roses is top because it's the one I
Roses.
like. Roses is top because it's the one I like everything in.
Yeah.
Then Heroes is because there's only one I don't like,
Yeah.
which is Eclairs. It's
Yeah.
not that I don't like Eclairs. It's just I'd rather not.
I feel like because you can't buy Eclairs on their own,
Mm.
they're explicitly for Heroes at
Yeah.
this point. And although they're all right, I always feel like there's like a massive ratio of them compared to the others. Like
Yeah.
it's almost like, let's make it 60% Eclairs and then 40% everything else.
Yeah, that's my issue with it.
And it's the same with the toffee pennies in Quality Street.
Yeah,
And what's the other one? The fucking toffee finger.
yeah, I don't like that either.
They're both trash, but
Yeah.
for some reason
There seems to be more of them.
there's always
It's same with like, not that I don't like Snickers, but it feels like there's so many Snickers in a celebration.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Snickers I don't mind, but I feel like that with Bounty. Maybe it's just the ones you don't like you always see more of.
it's because you're eating all the rest, and then there's loads at the end. You're like, why there's so many? It's because that's all that's left.
You were right, by the way. The brown M&M is the one with the glasses, but both the brown and the green M&M are pretty
Saucy,
fine.
right?
But then, have you seen that? I didn't know there was a purple M&M
No.
that looks like a female version of the yellow M&M.
Oh, derpy,
I,
oafy,
I think it's supposed to be a peanut M&M, so it's a bit
goopy,
thicker,
warpy.
thick with 2 C's. Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
it doesn't look. What the fuck is that? Sorry, I've just seen M&M's rebrand as S&M's, and then it's clearly a parody, but somebody has photoshopped like one of the M&M's with a ball gag in its mouth. Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Well, why not? Okay, so we've now decided top Christmas movies,
Yeah.
top non-Christmas movies you can watch at Christmas,
Yeah.
top 5 Christmas treats,
Yeah.
top or the correct order in which you should purchase.
Yeah. Because my opinion is correct.
Well, I would agree with it 95%.
Yeah.
Like, I can probably deal with Heroes. Like, I can deal, like, for me, the positives of Heroes outweigh the Eclair being the only one that I'm a bit.
Yeah.
Because I don't dislike it, I'm just a bit meh
Yeah.
about it. But
The thing is, with roses for me as well is, although I say it's average, I really like the strawberry creams. Like they are incredible, and the hazelnut ones, and yeah, they're just roses. Like I don't understand why roses get so much hate.
yeah,
But I guess I'll admit I'm a slight anomaly because everyone seems to hate Bounty and Snickers, but
and not Snickers. I like Snickers, but Bounty.
I'm of the like Twix and Milky Way are the ones I don't like.
I love a Milky Way. Twix, I feel like the problem is the little mini Twixes. There just ain't enough Twix. Like I can enjoy a Twix if somebody if I go out to the shop and I buy like one of those Twix extras, the
Yeah.
really long ones. I can, especially with the white chocolate one, I can enjoy it. But
A little Twix is pointless.
yeah, like, it almost doesn't even feel like.
Yeah.
What are you doing to me?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess we've pretty much sorted out Christmas.
Yeah.
Top 5 Christmas carols, go.
No. So I actually did have one more thing to mention.
Go on.
Did you have any exciting Christmas stories about like when you were younger, like maybe you've done something you shouldn't have done, or you found out about Santa not being real, or that kind of thing, and you've kind of been like,
Not particularly, but I do have a memory that I feel really sorry for my parents with.
yeah,
So when you were a kid, did you leave mince pie and
Yeah.
Like for me, it was mince pie and a glass of sherry
Yeah.
for Santa, who must have been wasted by the time he got to my house. If everyone
And a
was doing-
carrot for the reindeer.
and a carrot for the reindeer. And like you'd come downstairs in the morning, the mince pie would be gone, the sherry had be gone, and normally at least a bite taken out of the carrot.
Yeah. There'd be like a little remnant of carrot left.
Yeah, and I always felt really sorry because I felt like my dad literally had to just go into this carrot. But there was one year, and I remember it was the worst year ever for him, because we bought from like Santa's grotto job reindeer food, specific reindeer food, which was essentially porridge oats and glitter in a bag.
Yeah.
And so Christmas Eve comes round, and little baby James goes outside and sprinkles out his reindeer food all over the patio. It fucking hammers it down with rain overnight. So what happens? The reindeer food basically turns into glittery porridge all over the garden porch. And so I wake up in the morning like, it's Christmas. My dad's outside having to hose the fucking packet.
Glitter porridge.
Dad's just out there in his fucking dressing gown, like, fuck's sake. And I'm like, Santa's come!
Glitter porridge and Santa's cup.
No, not Santa! Jesus, no! No! Not like that, Dan.
Mum, what are you doing with Santa?
Is that why they got divorced?
Oh no.
But and I also remember when I was really young. My dad got me, or my parents must have bought me, and this was a big thing because it was obviously like pre-internet. Really, it was a telegram from the North Pole, and it was like a really fancy certificate that was like, and it was a letter from Santa, and it was like, "Dear James, I've heard you've been a very good boy this year. I hope you're lucky." And that thing was my pride and joy as a kid. I was like, "Yeah, fucking Santa said I was the best. Fuck you."
Yeah. Crazy.
What about you?
So it's nowhere near like that, but it's there's two that stick in my mind. There was one year where I'd asked for the Lego Jabba's sail barge.
Oh, nice.
It was the first one that they'd ever done. So it was like the proper classic one before they had like printing on special molds. So it was like just a Jabba mold with no printing on it, and I just really wanted it. I looked at it all year like, I want this.
I suppose for you, like, it's particularly bad because you've got Christmas and your birthday so
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
If
so
you want something, you've got to wait.
Yeah. So I was like, that when it was at the top of my Christmas list, like, this is what I want.
Circled in the Argos catalogue?
Yeah, circled in the Argos catalogue.
I used to do that so much as a kid.
Well, no, we never circled it. We'd go in and they'd say, write down the code.
No, so what we
Page number and code.
So what we did was we would go to Argos like a month before Christmas, and we'd get, because there was 4 of us, we'd get 4 Argos catalogues out the box out the front, and then we'd go in and we'd literally just get a pen and circle them.
Oh yeah, no,
we'd if we didn't have enough Argos catalogues, we'd go through, circle it, and write our initials next to it.
Yeah.
So it'd be like J, Beyblade.
Yeah, on our list we'd literally like write. It'd be like a spreadsheet. The item, the little number you get with it, the page number, and then the code.
Argos is buck wild, man.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you go into the shop and they're like, "We've got everything, but you can't see it." And like
we've had this conversation before.
Like most fuckers, like you'd order a catalogue and then the catalogue would deliver to your house.
Yeah.
But instead, it was like, no, you've got to come to the shop.
Come and get one
with the catalogue.
Yeah. Anyway, I wanted that set really bad, and I remember it getting close to Christmas. Obviously my mum had started buying the Christmas presents, and she was like, this was a time where I was kind of like, it was slightly past my Santa days. So I was like, I knew my mum was buying presents, and she'd basically gone, "You're not allowed in this room. This is where all the presents are.
Yeah.
Don't go in there and don't look." And they were in my brother's room.
Apologies if you can hear the dog barking, by the way, on the recording. Well, we can't because we're not listening, but
I was gonna see if he chilled out, and then I'll just cut this whole bit out.
No, he's not going to chill out. Just carry on.
All right. So
It's like a fucking shit Teams call.
yeah, it was in my brother's room when because he wasn't there anymore. He wasn't living with us, and he had a bunk bed. So all the presents were on the top bunk of this bunk bed. I was still quite short, so I had to climb. I went in one day, like, I have to know if I've got it. Like, I can't, like, the anticipation for whether I've got this present or not. I have to know. And I went in one day when my parents had gone out, and I was tippy-toeing on the bed, pulling myself up onto the bunk and lifting the thing that was covering, and I saw it and I went, yeah! And I quickly ran out, and I was so happy for the rest of the month. Like, just waiting. And then it came to the day to open it, I was like, here it comes.
And then you turned out it was your brother's.
No.
See, I did have a similar story to that, where I was really, really after a Beyblade.
Yeah.
And, like, particularly a legit Beyblade. Beyblades were just, like, peak cool.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm after a real, genuine, like they had in the TV show Beyblade. And I always used to, as a kid, I used to have a stocking that was in my room, and then like big presents downstairs. So like under the Christmas tree, you'd have like the big shit, and then
We'd have a sack at the end of our bed.
Well, yeah, it's a similar thing. It was
Yeah.
just a stocking hung up on my door. And I remember I woke up at like 4 or 5 a.m. and my mum, and I was like, Christmas. Mum was like, go the fuck back to bed. And I was like, can I open one present? She was like, yeah. So I was fucking reaching around this stocking for anything that was remotely Beyblade box size and shaking them because I knew you had to build them. And I was like, oh, I really want this fucking Beyblade. And I opened what I thought was a Beyblade. Turned out to be a Bionicle.
I would have been happy with a Bionicle.
I mean, I was happy with the Bionicle.
Yeah.
It was one of them little geezers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the ones that you got the mask and everything, and they were like... But I had some other Bionicles.
Yeah.
But turns out I didn't actually get the Beyblade till Boxing Day when my auntie had bought it for me. So I was like... Christmas Day, I was like, where's my Beyblade? Like,
At least you got it.
yeah. But, you see, you're the youngest, so I bet you didn't have any, like, Christmas disasters.
Nah.
So, I had, for Christmas one year, and it got him in 6, 7, I had the OG Lego Hogwarts from Philosopher's Stone. Do you know the one?
Yeah.
Fucking massive, with like a million different rooms, and like the mirrors would spin round.
Yeah.
It was incredible. It was like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever. Spent Christmas Day, like Christmas morning, with my mum building it, because like it's like 7 or 8, it was out my league.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my mum were building it for ages, and then Boxing Day comes around, so I'd had it for like set up for like 12 hours, and my brother just fucking walked straight into it. I throttled him fully, like Homer and Bart Simpson. He's got to have been like 3 or 4, and I was like, and I remember even when he was even younger than that, it might have been the year before. I had I can't remember what they were called. They were a massive toy company that did like remote controlled cars and shit, but they were like extreme remote controlled cars, like ones that could climb up walls and bollocks like that.
Air hog.
It wasn't Air Hog, but it was similar.
Yeah.
And I got for Christmas, I got this set where it's like a remote controlled car and a robot, and the robot chased the car, and if it crashed into the back of the car flipped.
Yeah.
And it was like game over. But if you managed to get around the robot, you could crash into the robot, and the robot would fall off.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "Oh, I won!" It's fucking brilliant, right? Opened it all up, unwrapped it, turned it on. My brother started to fucking scream at this robot, like the autism scream.
Yeah.
It was like, ah! And I was like, and then I wasn't allowed to play with it
Oh,
because it scared him.
that sucks.
Yeah, and like my room wasn't really big enough for it. Like in my mum and dad's house at the time, it was like open plan between the living room and the dining room, so it was perfect because you could like drive around, chase it around the dining room table, and but my bedroom just wasn't big enough to do it. So basically, I got a remote control car and no robot.
Brilliant.
But yeah,
That sucks.
Younger siblings are just the worst.
I am the youngest sibling, so I've got that. Well, my one last thing was finding out Santa wasn't real. Was I woke up one Christmas night, and I just thought it was the morning. And I just went downstairs. Like, it's time for presents.
At like 10 o'clock at night.
It was probably like midnight, yeah. and of course my parents were just shoving presents under the tree, and I just jumped on the sofa like, I'm ready. And I looked at them and they were like, it's midnight. Go to bed. I'm like, oh. Went back to bed. That was it.
Yeah, it's like, do you remember all the excuses you used to get for why Santa like use the same wrapping paper as your mum and dad?
Yeah.
Like, oh well, he ran out. And he
I
needed to borrow some.
I don't think I was smart enough to clock that, to be honest.
I was always they're like, oh well, he ran out, or we ran out. We had to borrow some off Santa.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
I assume just like in November, Santa drops it down the chimney, doesn't he? Delivers
The wrapping paper.
the wrapping paper, yeah.
He does like a fucking advanced run for
Yeah.
the wrapping paper.
Well, the elves do it.
I don't know, like there was just such a weird thing, wasn't it? Where it was like you just assumed that every adult knew Santa
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Like he travelled the world, but it was like I'll call Santa. I'll fucking let him know that you're being a dick.
You call Santa, it's like, please hold, you are 3,456 in the queue.
But it was madness, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the things I'm really looking forward to because obviously, like the people of the show don't know that I'm now expecting my first child.
Yeah.
And
News drop.
yeah. So yeah, I'm expecting my first child in May, and I'm looking forward to it. This is the shit I'm looking forward to the most. Is like the Santa Claus, the fucking Easter Bunny, and all that crap. But it's gonna be it's gonna be so much fun. I think we've done our side quest.
We've done a side quest.
Thank you, adventurer. You have completed your side quest.
Here's 4 wheat.
Please take this bag of holding.
It's like the Skyrim ones where you go on a side quest and like, find my sword for me. Oh, you found it. You can keep it if you want.
Yeah.
Great. This is
Like-
going straight in a chest in my house. I'm never
was-
using it 'cause it's trash.
I distinctly remember there was a game I was playing, and I can't remember what it was. I've got a feeling it was Hogwarts Legacy, but I don't think it was. And it was the guy was like, "Oh, I really need you to find this treasure," and then he legit says, "I didn't care what the treasure was. I just wanted to know what it like. I don't care about having the treasure. I just wanted to know what was inside the chest."
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, you've just made me spend like 3 hours looking for this box so you can read a note.
Yeah.
And he goes, I knew there'd be treasure. And you're like, what, are you having it? Are we splitting it?
Yeah, one of them.
So thank you for listening to this absolute raw dog episode.
Yeah, hopefully your ears will not be writing complaints.
And well, hopefully you get to hear it because if we murder Kirk, we'll probably not put it out. It's not bad. But yeah,
Unless Kirk doesn't hear it before Christmas. And then,
before Crimmers.
there you go. I don't know what day we'll release it on.
No, we're not sure. Basically, Dan's got to try and edit it. Then we've got to.
It shouldn't take me too long.
Then we've got to.
Because I'm not really doing too much to it, am I?
Then we've got to send it round the Wood Panther production studio for approvals, and
If they don't reply,
goes.
we'll come out anyway.
but you'll get it around Christmas.
Yeah.
While Christmas is still relevant.
Yeah. Before New Year.
So thank you again for listening. And hopefully, even if season 3 is delayed, we can give you a few more side quests before then. So enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your New Year, and you'll hear from us in 2024.
Wow.
I've been Thick Jim.
And I've been Smokey D.
We miss you, Kirk.